In the ever-evolving world of modern military aviation, few stories are as fascinating and inspiring as that of the HAL Tejas. A fourth-generation, multi-role light combat aircraft designed and built indigenously by India, the Tejas stands not just as a technological marvel but also as a symbol of national pride and self-reliance. This fighter jet has a story that combines cutting-edge science, political ambition, strategic necessity, and decades of perseverance. From its early conceptualization in the 1980s to its modern-day service in the Indian Air Force and Navy, the HAL Tejas is more than just a machine. It's a testament to what a determined nation can achieve in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. The name, Tejas, meaning radiance, or brilliance, in Sanskrit, is fitting for an aircraft that seeks to project India's aerospace aspirations onto the world stage. While many countries rely on established players like the United States, Russia, or France for their airpower needs, India dared to dream differently. The journey wasn't smooth. Delays, redesigns, budget constraints, and shifting technological requirements often threatened to ground the project permanently. Yet through it all, the team behind Tejas pushed forward. What makes the Tejas particularly fascinating is how it balances complexity with simplicity, performance with affordability, and indigenous production with international collaboration. It is a delta-wing, single-engine, supersonic aircraft with a fly-by-wire flight control system, composite materials, and advanced avionics. These features make it not only nimble and hard to detect on radar but also cost-effective to operate. With a maximum speed of Mach 1.8, a combat radius of about 500 kilometers, and a service ceiling of 52,000 feet, the Tejas may not outmatch heavier fighters in sheer power or range, but it certainly holds its ground with agility and versatility. Its compact size, just over 13 meters in length, makes it extremely agile in close dogfights, which is a critical asset in modern aerial combat. The lightweight design is achieved partly through the extensive use of composite materials, accounting for over 45% of the aircraft's airframe. These not only reduce weight but also enhance strength and reduce radar signature. It's a thoughtful design choice that reflects India's unique approach to air warfare, focusing on strategic advantages in mobility and cost efficiency rather than brute force alone. Tejas is powered by the General Electric F404GE in 20 engine, although India plans to switch to more indigenous options like the HAL-developed Kaveri engine in the future, pending further testing and refinement. This jet engine provides a thrust of around 84 kilonewtons, giving the Tejas enough power to perform a variety of combat roles, from air-to-air engagements to ground strikes and reconnaissance missions. It carries an arsenal that includes air-to-air missiles like the Astra, Python 5, and Derby, along with laser-guided bombs, conventional bombs, and precision strike munitions. The aircraft's avionics suite is equally impressive. It features a glass cockpit with multifunction displays, a head-up display, and a helmet-mounted display system. Its radar, the LM-2032 or more recently the indigenous Uttam AESA radar, ensures excellent tracking and engagement capabilities in both air-to-air and air-to-ground operations. This system allows the pilot to detect and track multiple targets simultaneously, a must-have in high-intensity combat zones. One of the most impressive aspects of the HAL Tejas is its fly-by-wire system, developed entirely in India. This digital flight control system allows for more precise maneuvering and greater stability at high speeds, especially in tight turning situations, where human reaction times are just not fast enough. The fact that India developed such a sophisticated control system domestically speaks volumes about the country's rapidly growing technological base. When you look at Tejas from a strategic point of view, its significance deepens even further. India is situated in a region marked by complex geopolitical tensions, particularly with neighboring Pakistan and China. The need for a strong, versatile, and cost-effective air force has never been more critical. The Tejas provides the Indian military with a homegrown platform that can be upgraded, maintained, and adapted without being beholden to foreign suppliers. This independence reduces vulnerability to international arms embargoes or political pressure and allows India to tailor the aircraft to its specific regional needs. And while some critics argue that the Tejas doesn't compare to fifth-generation fighters like the F-35 or Russia's Su-57, this misses the point. Tejas is not meant to go head-to-head with stealth fighters. Instead, it's designed to fill a gap in India's defense strategy, replacing older MiG-21s, enhancing local production capacity, and forming the backbone of India's fighter fleet for decades to come. It's a perfect example of a jet that doesn't try to be everything, but excels at what it was made to do. The Tejas has already seen multiple variants. The Mark 1 is in active service with the Indian Air Force, while the improved Mark 1A is set to follow with even better avionics, weapons compatibility, and reduced maintenance time. The future Mark 2 will be a heavier, more powerful fighter with a more advanced radar, a more powerful engine, and greater payload capacity, closer in performance to medium-weight multirole fighters. Additionally, there's a naval version being tested for aircraft carrier operations, which, if successful, would mark a historic milestone in India's maritime defense capabilities. Beyond performance, the production story is also compelling. HAL has managed to scale up manufacturing, with Indian suppliers contributing more than 60% of the aircraft's components. This has provided a major boost to India's defense manufacturing ecosystem and opened new doors for private sector involvement. Companies across India are now manufacturing avionics systems, fuselage parts, composites, and more, creating jobs and fostering technological innovation in the process. Another key advantage of Tejas is its low operational cost. Compared to heavyweight fighters, the Tejas is cheaper to fly, maintain, and deploy. This allows the Indian Air Force to field a greater number of aircraft for the same budget. In a prolonged conflict, where attrition rates matter and operational endurance becomes key, such cost efficiency can make a crucial difference. The jet has also generated international interest. Countries like Argentina, Egypt, and the Philippines have reportedly considered or expressed interest in the Tejas as a cost-effective solution for their air forces. If successful, this would not only boost India's defense exports but also validate the Tejas on the global stage. Exporting fighter jets is not just about money, it's about influence, strategic partnerships, and long-term maintenance contracts. India stepping into this arena with Tejas is a sign of its maturing defense industry. From a pilot's perspective, the Tejas is praised for its ease of handling, high responsiveness, and excellent visibility. The design prioritizes ergonomics and situational awareness, which can be the difference between life and death in a dogfight. The digital controls, radar coverage, and missile systems all come together to provide the pilot with a powerful suite of tools without overburdening them with complexity. Of course, the journey hasn't been without setbacks. The Tejas project has often faced criticism for delays and budget overruns. Development stretched out for decades, far longer than originally anticipated. The Cavalry engine program still hasn't met its original goals. Integration of certain weapons systems took more time than expected. But despite all this, the aircraft has reached operational status and is now being inducted into frontline squadrons. In the world of aerospace, where even developed nations struggle to launch new fighters, this is no small achievement. Tejas represents more than a sum of its parts. It symbolizes India's determination to master high-tech defense systems and build capabilities that are strategic, sustainable, and sovereign. The aircraft's continuous evolution reflects India's vision for the future, a future where it's not just a buyer of technology but a builder of it, a future where it stands shoulder to shoulder with the great aerospace powers of the world. As new variants like Tejas Mark II and AMCA, the fifth-generation fighter in development, move forward, the Tejas lays the foundation for even greater advances. The data, experience, manufacturing know-how, and confidence gained from this project are invaluable. HAL Tejas is not the final destination but the critical first step in a journey that will redefine Indian airpower for decades to come. From dusty wind tunnels and computer simulations to actual squadrons flying sorties over Indian skies, the Tejas has made that leap. It's no longer a dream. It's real. It flies, it fights, and it inspires. This is not just the story of a fighter jet. It's the story of a nation's rise, one mission, one engine roar, one takeoff at a time.